Hello again and welcome back to another one, and today we have a couple of topics to cover, including one that shows that we weren't the only ones puzzled by the Rolling Stone update for the 500 greatest albums of all time. And as we dive in, if you're here for the first time and content like this is up your street, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and find me on social media at ETLifestyle_web. By the way, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoy this, and we're off. So we'll start with Westside Shady Records' debut album, and according to the rapper, it is slated for this weekend, the 2nd of October, and it looks like Eminem honored the wishes of most Griselda fans after they urged that he stays far away from their music, and looking through the features, Eminem is nowhere to be found. But haters say Eminem doesn't listen to feedback, but the album is armed to the teeth with legendary features, as Westside revealed on IG. I promise you, nothing in Shady history sounds like this produced by the Ranger Alchemist. And he adds that legends like Jadakiss, Slick Rick, Black Thought, and Buster feature on this, and for those who love to throw stones at Shady Records, you can peep below that Jay-Z's Rock Nation is also responsible for this. Before we head to the next point, I forgot to point out that days ago 50 Cent's PIMP got certified platinum in the United Kingdom, and who would have thought that PIMP gets certified in a month considered no SIMP September. Now, CCN, an outlet known to push out stories with the source quote-unquote "dude trust me" regarding Eminem, flipped the script recently and moved away from their Eminem bashing to put this out. Nas and Eminem's new rankings prove that Rolling Stone is still clueless. And this is important because in the previous video I did on Rolling Stone Update, I pointed out how their staff believe Drake's Take Care album is better than anything Eminem has produced in his career. In fact, the Eminem show didn't even make the list, so let's take a look at this piece from CCN. Rolling Stone just updated their top 500 albums of all time list in an apparent attempt to clean up the whitewashed mess that was the original list. The magazine still has a healthy dose of hip-hop ignorance, just ask Nas and Eminem. Regarding Nas's ranking, it states, Nas has the best hip-hop record ever. It's not even a hot take, and this is one that many veterans in the industry agree with, that's for sure. But Rolling Stone has 8 quote-unquote hip-hop albums ahead, and the article adds, sure, it's a healthy upgrade to 44 overall from Rolling Stone's unforgivable ranking of 402 in 2003, but it's still lagging behind its rightful place. And the take about Nas ends with this closing statement. If Rolling Stone wants to place Public Enemy's It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back ahead for political impact, or if they want to call Lauryn Hill's debut a rap album, then fine, but hopefully by 2040, Rolling Stone will correct their own miseducation of Nas's impact, and it gets more interesting with the Eminem take. Rolling Stone thinks Drake is better than Eminem. According to Rolling Stone, the Champagne Papi is better than Eminem. His album Take Care is ranked nearly twice as high as anything Eminem has ever made. Really? And when I say the MSM is trying to take out Eminem and rob him of his legacy, people think I'm just overreacting. But young fans take MSM lists as gospel, even over actual facts like sales or peer review. And the writer adds, the magazine placed 3 Kanye West albums above anything the best-selling solo rap artist of all time put out. Rolling Stone clearly wants to distance itself from any racial faux pas, but let's stop being ridiculous. Eminem is touted as an all-time great MC from people from all walks of life. Watch rappers like 50, Snoop, Rakim, and Jay-Z give him props. Although Snoop pulled a fast one on fans recently in a rant that made him look salty because of Eminem's success, and the writer also touched on how Pac got the short end of the stick. Pac spotted in at the very end of Rolling Stone's list with a 436 ranking for All Eyes on Me, right behind The Roots and MIA. Pac is perhaps the most iconic rapper of all time. He shouldn't be scraping the bottom of the barrel. Before I get to some reactions, people often wonder why the discographies of older hip-hop artists struggle after a couple of years relatively to other genres, and you can't deny the media's hand in this, in ensuring the music of legends don't get the respect they deserve, as they program the minds of younger people with crappy lists that take a dump on the discography of hip-hop legends, and it's good to see them get called out once in a while. Moving on to some reactions, a user states, so a person who released the best hip-hop album of all time in his teenage years and just threw another great album out this year, along with Eminem, who smashes records left and right, aren't at the top. These dudes are literally at the peak of lyricism and in great form. Really? And on a side note, some are also surprised that this came from CCN. That's surprising to me because CCN most of the time puts Eminem hate articles, and the user drops the receipts pointing out that it is different writers. What we can get from this is that in order to atone for their past sins, Eminem is relegated because of his appearance, ignoring his impact and respect in the industry. But what is it called when people are judged solely by appearance with competence ignored? That will be all for today. Leave your thoughts on these topics below, like and subscribe if you haven't, and see you on the next one.